The level 1 exam is only 3 months away. Are you overwhelmed with how much material you need to cover? Are you stressed out? Are you looking for help? If I have just described your situation, then this video is for you. We are offering a crash course that will allow you to get ready for the level 1 exam in June 2017. The IFT game plan is based on 3 levels. The first level is the reading level. This is where you review the important concepts from a particular reading and then practice for that reading. Let's say you are starting with quantitative methods. So you review reading 6, which is time value of money, and then you do practice questions for that reading. Then move on to the next reading in quant and so on until you are done with all the quant readings. Then you need to practice at the topic level. So do assessments and quizzes that test you across the whole topic. Once you are done with quantitative methods, then move on to the next topic and so on until you are done with all 10 topics. Then you practice at the overall curriculum level, and the best way to do so is by working through several mock exams. So the 3 levels again are the reading level, then the topic level, and finally the whole curriculum level. Now let's look at the strategy in more detail, starting with the reading level. Obviously, you need to review the important concepts from each reading. The most effective way of doing that is by listening to our summary videos. If you feel you are weak on a particular reading, then I would recommend you listen to the regular video, which is longer. If you've been taking notes, then refer to them. If you don't have your own notes, you can also review our summary slides. These slides highlight the most important points from each reading. As a backup resource, you can also look at IFT notes. Once you have reviewed a reading, you must practice. You can practice by going over the examples in the curriculum. The best source of practice, however, is the curriculum practice problems. These are the practice problems in the curriculum at the end of each reading. If you've done these practice problems and need more practice, then you can go over the IFT Q Bank. Here you will have access to over 3,000 practice problems which cover all the learning outcomes across the level 1 curriculum. My recommendation is that your review of each reading should take on average 1 day. If you spend too much time on a reading, then obviously some readings will not be covered, and that's very dangerous because on your exam questions can show up from any reading. So study as intelligently as possible, try to cover the main points from each reading, and then do as much practice as you can in the limited time that you have. Once you are done with a topic, you need to do topic-wise practice. Here the best source is online tests. These are available on the CFA Institute website. So there will be an online test for quantitative methods, online test for economics, and so on. So make sure you do those tests. If you want to do more, you can also work through IFT quizzes, which are organized on a topic-wise level. We provide a formula sheet. This is a very basic formula sheet that is organized by topics. You can have a printout of this available, and as you come across formulas or as you learn the interpretation of formulas, you can make notes on the formula sheet. The formula sheet highlights the most important formulas. There are some formulas that are not documented over here, and as you work through questions, I want you to add to the formula sheet. So in essence, this formula sheet will represent a collaboration between IFT and you. When you work through these topic-wise quizzes, you will notice that there are some items that you've forgotten, so you need to review them, you need to revise, and that's why I say that you should spend 2 to 3 days per topic. So let's say that you take quantitative methods, and spending a day per reading, you get through quant in about 7 to 8 days. Then you spend about 2 to 3 days doing these online assessments. And as you do these assessments, there will be points that you forgot, so you can go and review them, revise them. Once you are done with quant, you should have a good grasp over the key facts and formulas. Once you are done with all 10 topics, then you need to move to mock exams. IFT provides mock exams, so you should do those. You must do the mock exam that is provided by the CFA Institute. And here again, when you are doing questions from all topics, you'll notice that there are things that you've forgotten. So you need to review again, revise, memorize key facts and formulas so that when you walk into your exam, the key facts and formulas are ingrained. You must not forget the key facts and formulas on your exam. If you only have 90 days left, then I recommend that you spend about 10 days in this final phase. Obviously, those of you who started studying much earlier will have more time for this final practice. On this slide, I want to show you how IFT complements the curriculum. In terms of learning material, the CFA Institute offers the curriculum. The curriculum has long explanations. If you only have 2 or 3 months left, then you don't have time to read through these long explanations. They can serve as a backup or as a reference. What you can do is learn from the IFT summary videos. These highlight the most important points. If you need more details, then you can go to the IFT regular videos. These are longer, but note that these are not part of the crash course. You will have to buy these separately. You can review the IFT summary slides, which highlight the most important points from each reading. The formula sheet is provided to you as a tool, which you can update on your own. So these are the items that help you review. Then for practice, the best source is the curriculum practice problems. I strongly recommend that you do these practice problems about 3 times before the exam. So you can do these practice problems early in your prep, somewhere in the middle, and then towards the end. I also suggest that you work through the curriculum examples. If you don't have time to work through the examples, then at least read them and try to understand what the curriculum is doing. If you have more time, then you should work through the IFT Q Bank. These are basically 3,000 questions from across the curriculum. At a topic level, the first thing to do is the online assessments. Once you are done with these CFA Institute online assessments, and if you have more time, then work through IFT quizzes. And finally, overall practice. This is where you work through mock exams. The CFA Institute provides 1 mock exam and IFT provides 3 more mock exams. You must do this one, and I highly recommend that you also do the IFT mock exams. Coming now to what is specifically included in the IFT Level 1 crash course. We have the summary videos and slides. We have a formula sheet, notes which can serve as a reference, a Q bank with over 3,000 questions, topic quizzes for all 10 topics, and then mock exams. We offer 3 full-length mock exams, and these will be available by 31st March. Mock 1 has some overlap with quizzes and the Q bank, whereas mocks 2 and 3 do not have any questions from IFT quizzes or the IFT Q bank. If you are interested in the Level 1 crash course, please visit this page. The key to success on the Level 1 exam is lots of practice. So no matter how much you study, it is important that you work through as many questions as possible, get as much practice under your belt, and if you can do that, there is a very high probability that you will pass the Level 1 exam. So good luck with your studies and good luck with the exam.